Hey, what's up, fam? How you doing? I'm sitting there chilling, killing time, studying some Japanese. I got this new book of different like Japanese essays, and I'm going through them and checking off words I don't know and whatnot. It's really interesting. It's like the essay I'm reading is about like Japanese otaku culture and talking about 2chan, the Japanese version of 4chan. Um, which I think is the original. The original is 2chan here in Japan, and then 4chan came on later on. And I think there's like an 8chan now. Anyway, I'm sitting there doing this, um, listening to music, killing time before I go do my English class, which is at like 3. And then after that, I'm going to try and come back here and chill for a little bit before going to church at like 10 for Pascha. And I'm sitting there thinking, because y'all not only talk about like essentially one topic on this channel, and that's like getting through the struggle of the internal. And I was sitting there thinking while I'm studying, and yesterday, and a lot of why do why do I sin in particular? Aside from the fact that I'm like imperfect, but like why do I like choose to go back to like you know, comforting sins like porn and stuff like all the time. Like all the time, all the time. Like this week, all the time, like all the time, all the time. Why do I really do that? Um, which is why I love and hate Lent because like every year Lent just like I was sitting there talking on the phone the other day with my missus and with one of the Matushkas in America, and and ma'am gonna ask me, "How's your Lent going?" I'm like, "It's terrible. I hate it. It's it's frustrating." And we're like, "So in other words, good." I'm like, "Yeah, I was going right on track, yeah." Um, and so like every year is like terribly revealing. Like I'm extremely self aware, and I hate it, and I love it, and I hate it, and I love it. Um, I was in there thinking the other day, I'm like, why do I really like watch porn? Like, well, there's the the uh, the the neurochemical reasons because it creates like a you know pathways in your brain and it gets you hooked on uh, infinite expectations. Um, but also I'm like, there's something else there. And so I said, and I go back right. And like on another day, like I'll be watching the news and talking about China, Russia, and all this, and World War III, and da 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 da, and that terrifies the ever living hell out of me. And I'm like, oh no, this world around me is too much. It's scary. It's scary. I can't deal with it. And then I get all super anxious and paranoid and worried and terrified and real life just becomes like numbing. And then that little voice in your head says, "Oh, I know what'll make you feel better." Dun 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 dun. Is that the theme? I don't know. Y'all know what that is. Um, and I'm like, yay, this makes me feel happy. But it doesn't actually make you feel happy. It just makes you focus on some other shit. Um, and then you're like, oh, I'm really happy. Oh, this is great. This is amazing. This is amazing. And then you're finished. And then it's like, oh, I'm terrified again. And then there's Jesus. And then Jesus come and Jesus says, hold my hand. We're gonna walk through this. And you be like, but I don't want to go there. I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to go there. It's no. It's like no. No, I got you, son. Just hold my hand. We're gonna walk through this. All your anxiety, all your fear, and your depression and your worry I'm gonna walk you through it. It's not gonna harm you if you trust me, but I'm gonna have to walk you through it. You heard me? And I'm I think realizing as time goes on that there's a whole bunch in me that I don't want Jesus to take control of. And I've said this on and off in other videos. And what I mean by that is like it's that fear. It's that part with Saint Saint Paul was sitting there. No, not Saint Paul. Saint Peter was sitting there on the water with him. If I just made a mistake, y'all just vehemently just drag me through in the comments. Lord forgive me. On the water, and Jesus said, "Don't look down. Look at me. Don't look down." And then the saint looks down, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And he starts sinking. Jesus would be like, "Don't look down. Just look at me." And I'd be looking down all the time. I'd be like, "Yes, yes, Lord, yes, Lord, I'll follow you." You feel me? I'm looking down all the time. You hear me? And that, I need to look up more. What's the thing in the liturgy? It's like koko was it kokoro eni muko beshi. It's like lift up our hearts, right? And me and my wife get this thing where like if we stressed out, we'll look at each other, we'll sing that to each other. It's like kokoro eni muko beshi. Right? Like we sitting there and like just like stressed out over something, and we're just like, oh. So, if y'all tripping out over something, we almost there. We about to get to the open tomb. Lord help me. Lord help us. Let us lift up our hearts. Love y'all. Stay prayerful.